Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sport. And great, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Now, here's Bridges. And Johnson now top of the key. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Russell against Paul. Gobert the pass to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Outside Russell. Just 5 on the clock. And he drives in. Nails the baby hook.
So many plays are initiated from the pick and roll for Russell, and for very good reason. He's got as good a feel for that as you could hope for.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Now here's Paul. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Both good from the line that time. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Anderson dishes to Towns. Count it.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Paul goes in, and it's sent back by Russell. And he's able to get it back.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Russell with a wide-open look. And the three off target. The Suns have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. On the wing, Booker, defended by Gobert. For 3, Bridges. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anderson finds Towns. Back to Anderson. Ball against Russell. He dishes it to Anderson. Over Booker. Gets the front of the rim and out.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
2 minutes remaining.
Talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180. Look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's Russell. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. The pass to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Paul passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
Outside, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns dishes to Anderson. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
There's 45 seconds left in the first. Ball against Russell. Paul passes to Ayton. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Deep two from Anderson. The shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Paul surveying the floor. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
17 seconds left to play in the first. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end, trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game the way he can produce. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court for Minnesota. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Towns kicks to Anderson. Pass to Gobert. Back to Anderson. 4 on the clock. Another miss by Towns. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Russell. Good on the bucket. Russell's got 5 now.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
Russell against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Right side, Russell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Phoenix has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Bridges outside. And stolen by Russell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The three from Johnson. It's hauled in by Edwards. Minnesota in the lead. McHale's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at McHale's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Bridges inside, defended by Anderson. Bridges shot good.
Is so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
Russell against Paul, trying to get something going, and there's the play by Anderson inside. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's stolen by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. It's tipped. Plays it up and banks it in. Booker's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Russell against Paul. Pass to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. They grab their own miss.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Thanks for the great interview, David.
18, the Timberwolves, 19.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And Phoenix making a change here. Crowder's checked in. We've got Lee. Torrey Craig is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Payne at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. Lets it fly from 18. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Crowder. A wide open look here for Craig. Hits it from three-point range. Craig's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now, here's McDaniel. Not a lot of room. Here's McLaughlin. Off target from three-point range. Suns leading by 4. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Pass to Payne. Back to Crowder. He kicks to Payne. Lock at 6. Passes it to Crowder. For 3. No good on the shot. Timberwolves trail by 4. From deep. McLaughlin, no good. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Puts it up. And McDaniels with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Up and in on the layup.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that on that play.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. It's deflected. The kick out to Crowder. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And muscling through that time, Crowder with a physical play and an and-one chance.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Suns.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The pass to Noel. Jacks up a 3. Craig pulls it in. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give them a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Craig, and finished off by Craig.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Back to Reed. Pass to McLaughlin for the 3. It's the three-point bomb. McLaughlin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 43 seconds left in the third. Payne kicks to Shamet. Outside Crowder. Now here's Shamet. Defense right on him. Here's Payne. Lays it up off the glass. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
16 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Reed. Covered by Sharch. Reed the pass to Prince. Here's Shamet. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Russell. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. And it's Russell in at the 1. Pass to Edwards, 6 to shoot. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
And the dunk by Booker.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges kicks to Paul. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Suns lean by 4. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Right side, Edwards. Takes it inside.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talent strength. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Gobert with the block. Russell against Booker. Russell kicks to Edwards. Feeds it to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. Johnson outside. Passes it to Paul. Back to Johnson. 3-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Deep 2 from Russell. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. With 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Johnson, a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Russell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Towns against Paul. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And good aggressive basketball in that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Russell against Paul. Johnson outside. Off target from outside.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The kick out to Town. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Johnson with a screen on Russell. Paul dishes to Johnson. Towns with the defensive effort.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the pass to Noel. To tie it up. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Well, you could bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And Chris Paul continues to affect every aspect of the game. He knows how important this time is. It's just incredible. That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
That's a 2 from Towns. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
say does that star-spangled banner yet?
And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. A unique talent. Ja Moran has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Russell. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And now the Grizzlies on the run. The finish! Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Left side Anderson. Outside Russell. Nice move. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
Now here's Bane. Jackson the screen. Bane with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And stolen by Edwards. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Left side Moran. Bane against Russell. Jackson with a screen on Russell. Back to Brooks. 5 to shoot. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Shoots from the right block. Morant with the bucket. Getting it done inside. Morant's got 5.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Russell against Morant. Anderson for 3. That shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. From deep, Bane. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Moran. 5 points in the game. Oh, and Towns with the block. Bane against Russell. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Morant with the slam!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Kept alive. Gobert, that's good.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Bane. Over Edwards. Bane, no good. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Moran against Russell. It's tipped.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Steal, then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player, despite being a young buck.
Now here's Moran. He's got 7. There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside Bain. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Towns for 3, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Russell. Outside, Anderson. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Memphis trailing here. Kicks it out to Jackson. From deep. Drops in the 3. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. And there's the drive. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
On the break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Edwards for 3. It's not going to go for him. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Outside Morant. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And here's Morant. He's got 9. Outside Bain. Left side Morant. 6 to shoot. That one's good from Bain on the assist by Morant. Bain's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3 from Russell, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Bane. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Russell with the ball. He has 7. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Bane. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game. Morant drawing the double team. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's why you have to think twice before sending a double team at someone.
The Timberwolves have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Gobert with a screen on Adams. Towns for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. Driving inside. Good work defensively by Russell. Minnesota shooting around 50% in the game so far. Anderson finds Towns. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The rebound by Jackson.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Bane, no good. Outside Russell, and he drives in, uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Anthony Edwards has been on display. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4. Here's Conchar. Williams misses. Here's McLaughlin. 14 feet away. Clark grabs the board.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Back to Noel. That one goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Here's Conchar. Back to Green. And it's Noel with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to McLaughlin. With the drive. Puts up a 3. Noel, no good. So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Stolen by Jones. Now here's Green. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Clark. Stolen by Reed. Down low. Oh, sweet move to the left side wing. Here's Prince. Back to Reed. Oh, got a piece of it. Williams passes to Green. Clark outside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Plenty of room to knock down that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Now Clark. Reed defending. Pass to Jones. 14 feet away. Off the left rim and out.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Pass to Reed. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. McDaniels with it. From the elbow. The shot off that time.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Clark, the pass to Williams. Now Jones. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Three-pointer. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 3/4 of play and let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Gobert, no good. Memphis leading. Outside Morant. To the right side. And here's Adams from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Edwards, here we go.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Outside Morant. And he's going for the oop here. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You're always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
Morant against Russell. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. Launches the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell's got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From 17, Edwards pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And it's off from 3-point range.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Bain. Throws it up high. And then Morant with the dunk. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Russell. Pulls it. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
Outside Morant. Bain against Edwards. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4 on the clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Russell. To the wing on the left. Anderson passes to Russell. 3-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 8 now. Here's Morant. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
And he lobs it up. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Anderson with it, guarded by Morant. Anderson can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. And now we've got an intentional foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he had plenty of confidence. He told his players, we've worn those guys down. We can take advantage of it. We're not going away until the last second. Let's see how they respond. Back over to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Morant. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot, and will go to the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Pass to Bain. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
He makes the second free throw, and that puts him up 5. And so he ends up making 2 of 3, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Minnesota.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now here's Jackson to the paint. Adams finds Bain. 3-pointer off the mark.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Will it go? Back to Russell. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. Oh, nails the triple.
Absolutely amazing. This
This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. With the late victory, they
fans, thanks for joining us. Everyone's excited to see these two monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Now here's Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Booker. Going inside, and the dunk by Booker.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Now here's Morant. Devin.
Nice finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ball surveying the floor. The three from Johnson. The shot, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Morant outside. Bain sets the screen for Morant. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
On the wing, Bridges. And here's Johnson outside. And the Suns miss again. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And good that time. Morant's got 6 points.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
And it's Paul penetrating. Booker with no one around. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. He's got 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Morant on the follow.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
Kicks it out to Booker. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now here's Morant, following the shot by Chris Paul. Outside, Bain. Jackson, a screen on Booker. And a wide-open look for Bain. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
Here's Booker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
When Devin Booker steps on the court, you almost expect 30 or 40-point nights. Booker is that talented. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Outside, Bain. There's the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point line.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Johnson from outside. And Bane pulls it down. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies. On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Morant kicks to Bane. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Suns trail by 7. Puts up a 3. No good from Booker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morant looking around. Pass to Bane. Shot clock at 5. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
No good from Booker. Memphis leading by 7. Morant outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 15 points.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the Suns call their first time out of the game. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. Passes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton wide open. And the Suns miss again. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Outside, Bane. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Out to the right wing. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Ball against Morant. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. Bane with the screen on Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Paul dishes to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Ball passes to Booker. Johnson kicks to Booker. Back to Johnson. Now the pass to Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. For Memphis, they have made their only other free throw attempt today and an earlier trip to the line.
At the line for your Grizzlies.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Bridges finds Paul. Driving inside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for your Grizzlies.
And Bain no good on that one. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And it's Morant missing. Suns trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Back to Bridges. Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
You've got Brandon Clark. Green out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. They get it back. Here's Saric. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Outside, Green. Jones looking for an opening. And Williams throws it down. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. The tray. Crowder pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Scooped up. And the shot goes in. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the basket by Jones. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 13-point game. It's Crowder on the wing. Here's Saric. Tries again. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Jones, the pass to Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Cameron Payne.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Now Jones. Pass to Conchar. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Conchar. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Williams. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Green. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. .50 seconds left to play in the third. Right wing. Here's Saric. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis leading by 17. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Lee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dylan Brooks. Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Baines checked in for Memphis. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Mikal Bridges checked in for Torrey Craig. And Paul subbed in for Landry Shamet.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I love to play with John. He's always looking to move that ball.
Johnson outside. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Lee out there with Chris Paul, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That one falls. Paul's got his first 2 points.
in the paint. Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Morant against Paul. Outside, Bain. From downtown. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Paul outside. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Morant outside. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Morant passes to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Bridges sets the screen for Paul. Launches a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy. Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Morant outside. There's the dish to Adams. And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Here's Booker. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Morant with it. Outside, Bain. 5 on the clock. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Grizzlies.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Pass to Bain. Jackson a screen on Paul. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Jackson.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And here is Paul. From deep. Missed. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. The shot by Towns, no good. Ayton passes to Booker. There's the screen by Johnson. Booker finds Johnson. Back to Booker. The kick out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Bridges outside. Off target from outside. Here's Prince. Pass to Russell. Driving to the basket. And Ayton pulls it down. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
Pass to Prince. Gobert on the high post. Edwards against Johnson. Here's Prince. Back to Edwards. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Gobert. Here's Prince. Back to Towns. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, under duress of the shot clock, Towns calm, delivers, beautifully done.
Edwards against Booker. Back to Ayton. Minnesota with a rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Pass to Prince. Now here's Russell. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3. Russell's got 5 now.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Booker finds Ayton. From deep, Johnson. And the Suns miss again.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Russell.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Paul passes to Booker. Bridges outside. Back to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Paul, a screen on Edwards. To the wing on the left. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 54 left now in the first quarter. Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Ayton, no good. And here's Minnesota now. 9 points in a row, a good run going. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Paul, and such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And Minnesota has possession. The Suns getting their last shot to go. It's good on the putback.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Booker, the pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. The kick out to Paul. Suns keep it alive. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards finds Towns. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
No good on the free throw.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The T. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now Russell, 5 points in the game. Pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. Booker drawing the double. 4-3. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Towns for 3. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown three-point shooter.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Russell against Ayton. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
For 3, Booker. Prince grabs the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Towns finds Russell. Here's Gobert. The 3. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, here's Prince. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Russell against Paul. From deep, Johnson. And the 3-pointer goes. Johnson's got 5 now. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. It kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now, Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Pass to Towns. Now Russell. Shot clock at 5. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Russell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, the lefty stroke of D'Angelo Russell on display. This is a guard who can be effective with and without the ball.
Paul passes to Bridges. And it's good. 2 points.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Russell attacking to the wing, right side. Towns for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
You can see the wide variety of ways that Karl Anthony Towns can put points on the board. There isn't an aspect of the offensive end of the floor that he doesn't do well.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Russell against Paul. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Out to Bridges. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards finds Russell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Paul passes to Johnson. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Russell. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Minnesota continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, we've got Damian Lee. Dario Saric is out there with Jake Crowder. Then there's Campaign, and it's Craig in at the 3.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
Outside McDaniels.
Damian Lee. Just personal foul. First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin to the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Now, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's McLaughlin looking for his first basket, still in this one. And the layup is good.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Payne, the pass to Saric. Back to Payne. No good on the shot. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Kicks it out to Anderson. Off target with the three. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Out to the right wing. And here's Payne outside. Minnesota with a rebound.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
McDaniels inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Back to Anderson. Pass to Reed. Wide open. And he nails the jumper. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. A minute 58 left in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Counted. McLaughlin's gotten 4 this quarter.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Crowder. Doesn't go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Lee. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Saric from behind the arc. Counted from distance. Saric has got 5 points.
This is what we call a legitimate stretch 4. Saric showing off his range.
41 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's McDaniels, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Back to Daniels. 4 on the clock. Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by Saric.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Lee. Out to the wing. There's the 3. The shot comes out. And so it's Minnesota already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And yep, it's good.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Crowder, the pass to Payne. Soft touch off the glass.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Russell against Payne. Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
Payne finds Crowder. Back to Payne. Lets the three fly. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Russell, the pass to Edwards. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Prince. That shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
It's good.
Well, because of his size and length, Dario Saric so comfortable on the interior.
Russell with the ball. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. The kick out to Edwards. Off the mark there with a 3. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Lee on the wing. Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he's going for the oop here, and Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Russell against Payne. Here's Lee. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes.
Right side Russell. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Payne against Russell. Pass to Lee. This one for 3. Craig inside. Prince is there. It's blocked by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Here's Prince. Russell up top. Outside Edwards. Out to the right wing. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got 4 rebounds now.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for D'Angelo Russell.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Towns gets the bucket.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And here's Saric for 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Boy, it really helps when Dario Saric is aggressive like this. The guy makes the defender commit, and nicely done offensively.
The Suns making a switch here. Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Mikal Bridges comes in for Craig. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Paul in for Payne. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Paul. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
He hits the second from the line. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for Dort.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. Smitty, these teams are just packed with exciting young players, but they're both these teams still refining their squads.
Kevin, these could be the teams of tomorrow. They just need some more polish and experience, and that's something you can only get with hard work and time.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Now here's Edwards on the line. He gets that one.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Morant against Russell. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Payne for 3. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Russell passes to Prince. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jackson kicks to Bane. Pass to Adams. That shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And Towns no good on that one. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Outside, Bane. Jackson kicks to Bane. Morant outside. Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Russell with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Memphis is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And a wide open look for Payne. The Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Towns wide open. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Morant passes to Jackson. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Shot from the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And it's Morant missing. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Russell finds Gobert. Inside, here's Prince. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morant passes to Bane. Back to Morant. To stop the drought. And Desmond Bane good for 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Russell with it. The pass to Towns. Shoots over Morant. Towns with a nice move.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
With the drive and finished off by Morant.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Establishing a pink presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And they pick up 2.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
Morant kicks to Bane. Here's the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Prince to the inside. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince from deep. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. At the elbow, Adams. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have 2 guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
Passes it to Brooks. He feeds it to Adams. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Prince, the pass to Russell. Back to Prince. Russell against Brooks. Outside Russell.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
For Minnesota, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Then at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Morant scanning the floor. And they get it. It's the rebound. Adams, the pass to Bane. The Grizzlies with another miss.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Payne for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Payne's got 9 points.
Nice job by Desmond Bane showing the quickness to stop and pop.
And a deep three from Russell. And they hit it back. Prince finds Edwards. The second chance effort. Brooks grabs the board. Grizzlies shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
And here's Russell. 5 points in the game. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 8. Pulls up. Rebounded by Jackson.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Pass to Bane. And here is Adams, defended by Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Edwards.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And Morant throws it down.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
And the first half is now in the books. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but
17. The Timberwolves, 25.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. McLaughlin. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside Williams, the 3. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent groove. To the wing right side. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Reed gets the bucket. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And there's the pass to McLaughlin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Floats it up for Williams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Down low. And Anderson kicks to Reed. Drills it from outside. Reed's got 7 points in the game.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
They kick it out to Green. And again, Memphis no good.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Searching for that first bucket here in the third to end the run. Minnesota with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
McLaughlin no good.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Jones, no one around him. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Noel. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Now here's Morant. He's got 6, and Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant outside. There's the lob to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Here they come, fans. Your Grizzlies breakers, make some noise.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to McDaniels. Takes the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Morant passes to Jackson.
And powering it home begins a 12-0 run by Minnesota.
1:14 left in the third quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Dylan Brooks. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Timberwolves.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Payne for 3. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Noel. Another miss by Minnesota. The Grizzlies trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
John Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
Pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant kicks to Bain. No good on the 3. Here's McLaughlin. No good from 18.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And so it's Minnesota feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Brooks misses. Timberwolves leading by 17. Shot on the wing. McLaughlin, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. To the paint. Here's Reed, and he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Jackson with the screen. Morant outside. Now the dish to Adams. Count the basket.
And the muscle from Adams there. Able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Russell passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Morant with it. Outside, Bane. Jackson kicks to Bane. For the three, and he's good on the three ball.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Gobert with a screen on Bane. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Morant. Adams with it. Defended by Gobert. Outside Edwards. The three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks with no one around. Sinks the triple. Brooks has got 5 points in the quarter.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Kicks it out to Prince. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Bane for three. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Bane's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies. Morant against Russell. Outside Edwards. Towns, a screen on Morant. Russell passes to Towns. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the defensive effort. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They led the game at 1 point by 20. From deep, Prince bangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
Now Morant. The pass to Bane. To the middle. Memphis moving it around. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Shot from 16, and that one goes long. Timberwolves have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Minnesota.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Gets the first. That brings them to within 10.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. And here's Russell. Edwards looking it over. Beyond the arc. No good. Shot missing. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win.
say does that.
And we talk about good offense beating good defense. Brent, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get into the fourth quarter with a game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row. That might end up being the difference here, BA.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Paul with it. And here's Booker. Back to Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now here's Brooks. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Booker against Bane. Unable to get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Well, have you gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Bridges hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, BA, if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Here's Morant. Off with the layup. For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to Booker. Crowder outside. The kick out to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. Lets it fly from 18. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Paul against Morant. And the layup falls.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here's Paul. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This Booker can score when it looks so difficult. What an impact on that end.
Morant finds Bane. Morant with a screen on Booker. Back to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. In transition, here they come. From deep, Bane. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Six on the shot clock. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Up top, Booker. Great D that time from Bane.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
There's Jackson with the three. First shot won't go. The Suns have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Booker against Bane. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. No luck on that one. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's
fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Crowder outside for Booker. Bridges passes to Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's gotten his second bucket.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Brooks outside. Shoots over Ayton. They grab their own miss. And it's Adams missing. And the Suns with possession. It's a 3-point game. Ayton passes to Bridges. Back to Ayton. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint. DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Morant against Paul. Pass to Booker. And Booker throws it down.
How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
The shake. And it's Crowder with the lay-in.
The advantage Crowder has inside is just how strong and physical he'll play.
Paul against Morant. Outside Bane. Left side Morant. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And Booker with the jam.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
2 minutes remaining.
Morant against Paul. Morant pass to Bane. Knocks down the triple. Bane's got 5 points.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Ayton. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Steven Adams. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Here's Booker after the basket by Memphis.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Can't connect from short range. The Suns have gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. Crowder finds Ayton. Outside Paul. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Morant. Payne with it. Now guarded by Booker. Morant against Paul. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in a season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Now here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Bane. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Now Booker takes the 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Stolen by Ayton. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Grizzlies up 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Thanks, Allie. After the break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4. Now here's Payne. Pass to Lee. Launches it. Jones grabs the board. Memphis leading. Here's Williams. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. Williams a screen on Payne. And he lobs it up top. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Outside Johnson. Sinks the tray. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Clark with the screen. Jones from outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Johnson with a bucket.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Now here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Oh, there's the alley. And Williams punches it home.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Payne. Here's Lee. Back to Payne. Pass to Šarić, and stolen by Clark.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
Williams finds Clark outside. Green. Now here's Jones. 5 on the clock. Back to Green. Craig with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Johnson with it. Yes! And the foul! They'll pin that foul on Danny Green.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Šarić to the Suns in exchange for Jared Culver.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
They shoot again. Konchar, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Up top, Payne, defended by Jones. From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 11. Now remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was, and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Misses the 3. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Jones against Payne. Pass to Konchar. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. And Williams punches it home.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Lee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Johnson with it. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Payne. There's the triple. Konchar pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Yep, that one goes. And now it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
From deep, Johnson. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. On the wing, Jones. Here's Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Craig. He's off on the first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he can't hit the second. Adams. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 10. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to the... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
And sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
The defense has just looked utterly lost trying to slow him down. He's consistently just getting high percentage shots because of how hard he's working. He's doing pretty much whatever he can to get open and making the most of those opportunities.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, where's the fight, you guys? We know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. Paul with it. Outside for Booker. Down low. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant against Booker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities. Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Brooks, right side. Morant against Booker. Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Jackson against Crowder. Outside Booker. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Morant against Booker. Morant, the pass to Adams. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Crowder finds Ayton. Bane against Booker. The 3 ball. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And so it's Memphis with it. Outside Morant. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Jackson. Beyond the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Bridges on the wing. To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. That's on Steven Adams.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
And there's 1:45 left in the game. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Bridges. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Adams. Outside Morant. And here's Bane. The 3 is up. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Bridges outside. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Grizzlies.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game. They battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Bridges at the line for two.
And the second of two is good. And that brings him within 10. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
And here's Morant. Fires from deep. Missed it. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road.